because she left ahead, or she started ahead of me for 1 week with the boys, and she went to our holiday location, and yeah,
Oh, what the
had
hell?
still 1 more week of school to do, and afterwards, you know, I joined them. Yeah, and now we are in the northeast of Germany, and it's really pleasant. Oh, apparently we can be heard.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Oh, happy dance time. Do the happy dance. Wait, where's... I gotta get our dance partner. Here we go. Oh yeah. Do the happy dance. What?
Nice. Okay. Fargo says.
Okay, so
let me start this with how to travel with hobby stuff.
yeah, go for it.
So first off, I like to have paint handles on my miniatures, especially if they're so large as this one.
Yeah.
And usually I build them from cork and poker chips, but this one is quite handy as well, because it is basically a pillbox, and it's large enough to hold a paint, and this whole thing then can go into my paint container, and my paint handle doesn't swallow up space.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
So that's step one, and then that little blue tuck that you need to stick any model on the back of the pillbox.
Yep.
That is also pretty handy and pretty light, and not taking up very much space. And for the quick turn, you have an excellent model holder, which is like really...
How is that strong enough to hold that model?
Blue tuck. That's amazingly strong.
I think that's German caliber blue tack. I think our blue tack would not do it well enough.
Well,
More efficient.
What was that?
yeah.
German blue tack is more efficient.
Of course. Yeah, Simon, we got real fucked last week because you weren't here, so we lost your efficiency, and that audio demon set in. But apparently we need 2 Germans worth of audio efficiency to make this rusty ship work.
So the next thing would be how to make a makeshift wet palette. Pretty easy when you transport your colors in a big closable container, because you don't want any spills go into your luggage. Okay. My wife just said, step one, buy a big car where you can store everything. So, but this container for the paints comes with a lid, and this lid with a little bit of baking paper and tissue that you can basically find everywhere. You have a nice wet palette to work with. There you go. Those were the hobby tips for today. Maybe another one would be store everything in those closable containers, because you can always just take them with you, and you're good.
The use of that palette. What are you? I saw you setting it up using kitchen roll to wet downwards. What are you using to put the paint on top of? Because you're not putting it directly onto the kitchen roll, are you?
Oh, that's baking paper.
Ah.
And the baking paper, I know it's brown, and for like the Ultra Pros, it changes a little bit the color of what you're mixing and everything. But I would say I'm working with as much light as I can carry, and that's not very much. Yeah, I have to work with what I have, and that's better than nothing.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking of
And
just...
it works. So I'm not keeping my palette wet for days or something. It's just for one painting session, and it's a little bit warm here not like hot, but it's warm, and that helps greatly to keep the paint fresh.
Yeah, because I'm gonna start experimenting with a wet palette soon, just because
Okay.
I'm getting a whole bit of at the moment putting on a tile, and because it's getting warmer at the moment, paint's drying out too quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I'll just be interested, like just treat myself first and use a Ferrero Rocher box as the palette.
Yeah, especially since when you're not like when you're starting to use a wet palette, this is like a magnificent way to start, and try it out and see how it works and what it does and what it doesn't, and how paint works on it. You can spend like lots of money for wet palettes, but I have not seen the use of them. Like this red grass thing is like promising to have like the one palette, the one paper you can reuse over and over. Yeah, that's nice if it actually does, but I heard like different, you know, different commentaries on if it does or if it doesn't.
I have one of the red grass ones, but I don't have the everlasting palette. I was just gonna say that, like, Flynn, if you're thinking of quote unquote trying a wet palette, just do it. Like, it's not. If you get it set up. Wait, I'm still sounding like there's a wet towel because I was just being ridiculous there for a second, but I think it hopefully is better now. Yeah, wet palettes, I feel like there's no real learning curve to them other than like you can't really dry brush from a wet palette. It doesn't really work that well. But
Oh, yeah. What I'm doing right now, like dry brushing with wet palette.
You are? Oh, I find that troublesome with a wet palette, but that's the only limitation I found. Otherwise, I feel like they just work. Like you just get a wet palette and you just put your paint on it and it's just like a tile that lasts forever.
Yeah, I just want to just see it out, just get used to it first, and then invest in one just to see if it's like something I can work with, or just get used to it, because
Sure.
I don't want to spend too much money buying a wet palette and then go, I don't really like using this style of adding paint, putting paint on a wet palette and everything, and also learning to not waste it all.
You can't waste it on a wet palette because it lasts forever. Like you just put it on there and then it keeps working.
I put too much water in or something. Just get used to the stuff like that first.
You cannot. Sorry to interrupt you there, but you cannot screw it up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The baking. I had so much water in there once that the baking paper was almost floating. And it still worked because baking paper is just lets very little water seep through. Yeah, one of the things that probably Nick was getting at is that when you dry brush, a lot of people think that you need dry paint, but that's not true. I think it screws up your paint job even. Because that dry paint gets thick and it doesn't, it leaves like pieces of paint on your model, and when you water down the paint you're using a little bit, it gets a smoother finish on your model, and therefore whenever I dry brush something I water it down a bit because it works better. And when I have this wet palette, I don't have to water down anything. It's just like, just use the paint straight from the palette and you're good.
Nice.
Well, of course, you have to wipe your brush first a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of chat love with the wet palette.
Yeah, Lathian that's Mama Negan. Mama Negan's saying that her wet palette only lasts her 10 minutes, but that sounds like a not wet enough palette to me.
Yeah.
Like, in my experience, when I first started, Flynn, I didn't have like a fancy wet palette. I just got a sponge and I got some of this baking paper, like parchment paper, whatever that Simon's talking about, and I just put the sponge in a Tupperware and I got the sponge soaping wet, and then I put the baking paper on top, and like you want to keep putting water in until the sponge is saturated. So a way to do that is to leave a little gap around the edge of the sponge and put water in, and then watch the sponge suck it up and kind of like tilt your wet palette around to fill all the corners. And then as soon as the water starts collecting in the edges, you can pour it out, like the extra water, because like that means the sponge is saturated. But as long as you're putting water in and the sponge is sucking it up, it needs all that water. So I don't know. Hydra was talking about traveling with hobby. I wanted to talk traveling with hobby because I posted this to my like stories on Instagram, but I'm so damn proud of this thing that I wanted to share it some more. So this is my Hydra's talking about traveling with paint. And for anyone who knows me, I don't paint. Well, I do, but never, rarely. So I'm more interested in traveling with sculpting stuff and building stuff. So I got this. I found this in a garbage dump. It didn't have all these cool stickers on it, but it was a old makeup case. It's like a cube makeup case that I just dressed up with stickers. Hey, look, Hydra, it's the robot you gave me.
Nice.
And yeah, so the way this thing works is it's made to carry like makeup brushes and makeup stuff. So it's really solid. It's like covered in some kind of cheap metal. And then it has these latches, and then when it opens up, it's got like these trays. Hold on, I'm gonna close my door. Apparently they're sawing things loudly.
Yeah. It's not the brick guy, right?
Sorry, so yeah, you open it up and it has like these trays. So I have like kind of like kit bashing and cutting stuff on the right, and then sculpting tools on the left. You don't need this many sculpting tools, I'm showing off. And then when you push it open, it scissors out. I guess there's like toolboxes that do this like scissor lift structure that lets them like, it's not accordioning, I don't know. So then I've got like some other tools down here that I might need. And then in the bottom, it's actually pretty deep in the bottom, that if you look from the side, the bottom is as deep as the top. And the top has like those two sets of trays in it, but the bottom is just an empty space. So I have like a rag for wiping my hands. I've got, I keep my putty in these spice containers, which are really useful because they have magnets on the back, so I can stick them on like fridges and stuff. So yeah, more putty. That's the green stuff. Box for like my model. This guy's getting a bit big, so can't really close it anymore, but like a model kit box. I got a little light. This is from the Daylight Company. It's a touch to turn on, and it has 3 settings. I don't actually recommend it because the base is very light and wobbly, and this thing gives you some light when it's on, but not nearly enough. You have to plug it in to make it brighter, and when it's plugged in, the connection point is very loose. So if it jiggles at all, the light will dim. So if you like set it up and you don't touch it and you don't bump it because it's going to fall over, it's better than nothing, but it has a battery in it, so that's cool. So as Hydra was saying, like any light is good light. That's my compact light that I keep in there. And then just like a work surface, some glue. This is like pins and wires and crap. Got more putty in there. But yeah, it's a pretty compact case for just what I need while traveling. So yeah, you can probably get these at like makeup stores. Not makeup stores, I don't know, some kind of makeup supply place. But I would recommend it. The only downside is like the trays don't lift out, but that's fine. I usually just like put this on a table, open it up, and then I just grab the stuff I need out of it and throw the stuff back in. But it has been very useful.
I would have assumed that you have the model in the base.
Well, yeah, the models could go in the base, but if you need more space, like there's room down there for lots of stuff because there's a lot of room. You don't need this much putty. It's just that I'm too lazy to put these in a smaller container. So you could definitely put your putty in like these containers, and then you could have way more room for models, because like that, 2 of those would take up like one tiny corner of this thing, and then you can like fill it up with model stuff.
Yeah, because what I really like about your box is that it's so solid.
Yeah, it is pretty solid. It's not gonna like resist a bomb or whatever, but if you were to drop it,
yeah,
it would be pretty solid.
But you can stack more luggage. And
Oh, certainly. Like when I'm packing in the back of the car, it just like gets packed in around stuff. And yeah, a lot of people will like put stuff in like a Tupperware, which is not is kind of struck steady. But I've seen people like have a Tupperware where they don't put a lid on it and they just like carry it around like a basket, and then it's like sitting on top because you don't want to crush it under anything, and then it's the first thing to fall off in a situation where anything falls.
You're investment, so you have it. You have the stuff you're working on at the very safest spot you can imagine.
Yeah, the lowest part. So like it's protected on the sides, and then it's protected from above by all the trays. So as long as you pat it, it's fine. Yes. Flynn, are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
I am on my phone.
No, that was a Flynn question.
Oh, sorry.
So what was that, Flynn? I didn't.
I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Because we talked about doing a June Stealer roundup today, and Flynn very graciously went and pulled some stuff together, and I was just trying to see if you need my support in sharing that, or if you could just take over, but I will support you in sharing that.
I remember what happened last time. It just didn't want to work, and now we've got.
Oh right. Oh god, yeah. This is yeah. Well, welcome to the stream. It's because you're on the stream that it didn't want to work. Oh, I didn't even get these in here. So this is my June Stealer. Oh wait, let's get the our branded little logo thing up. Ta-da! June Stealer. Here, I'll make it fly around the screen. I don't know where to put it. Okay. So yes, if you've been living under a rock, June was June Stealer, which was a really cool idea created by people on this very stream to showcase Gene Stealer stuff in June. And I spent most of June Stealer working on this ugly mother over here, the Dominatrix. But at the very end, I felt I would be remiss if I didn't try and do something for June Stealer. So I dug out this massive Gene Stealer Patriarch that I've been back burnering for a while now, and got some progress, just a little bit of progress on him, not a ton. But felt good. Feels good, man. I was away for the weekend, so I put him in my little carry-all box and took him with me to where I was and worked on him there. But I didn't get a ton of time. But he's slightly more together than he used to be. And I do intend to keep working on him, but right now I'm so close to finishing the Dom, I really just want to finish the Dom.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys did more for June Stealer, right?
Lots of painting I got through.
Is that sarcasm?
No, as in, I've got a little bit of touch up to do on some models, but I've gotten over 2,000 points of just Gene Stealers paint, not including the Brood Lords for them.
You're all about, like, quantity, man. That's a lot of Gene Stealers. Like, I remember back in the day when I was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool to have a whole army of Gene Stealers? And then I was like, no, that would be crazy. And you just stop at the wouldn't it be cool to have a whole army of Gene Stealers?
Yeah. I've still got the other half still to paint.
Wait, you're doing 4,000 points of Gene Stealers?
I think it's a bit more than 4,000.
Flynn, did your Hive Tower not love you when you were a little ripper? I worry about you, man.
I think it's what you just go like, oh, I want to get the old models. Trying to get it was basically trying to get the older models and stuff.
Yeah.
I was going through trying to get the whole collection, and you'd get someone was saying like the one model you need, but with all of the other, with loads of other bits and stuff. And you're like, well, it's very hard to get it. I'll grab it, and then you just end up building up a few units with it that way. And then I want to do this conversion, and then you go like I'm kicking myself, but not kicking myself like this. I saw a proto nid for sale.
Liar.
last week.
Wow.
Liar.
Oh no.
Why are you still here? Why haven't you sold everything that you own?
I saw it about a few days after it had gone up. Someone was selling it with a few other bits as well for 650 quid, and I was like,
650 quid?
yeah.
1,200 Canadian. Oh my god. For a proto.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know what to say. Simon, what do you think? How many euro is that? 800? 900 euro?
Probably.
You'd say that's ridiculous?
Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I think we need to get Uncle Moneypants on here and ask him what he thinks. Unfortunately, he's currently diving in Egypt.
He plays in a different league when it comes to spending money on.
I don't know. I'm trying to think that, like, if I'd gotten, like, he would probably think that... Sorry, go ahead.
He would probably say that is half as much as I spend for the paint on my Boba Fett arm.
And there's only one of those. Only one Proto Ned, not only one Boba. Well, I guess there's only one Boba Fett.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I didn't get it because I was like, alright, I can't afford it this month. If I do it next month, I'll be able to get it. I looked the next day, it was gone. Someone had already bought it.
It was gone? Like it was buy it now?
Yeah, it was a buy it now.
Oh my god.
But it was just like, I wasn't 100% sure if it was the actual Proto Nid or if it was one of the fan sculpts, because even though they showed extra images of it, I wasn't 100% sure that it was. And to be able to see one actually being available for sale means that maybe down the line, maybe a few years, someone might else put one up for sale. But it's some people.
I don't know, man. Like, something you said made me think fan sculpt. I think that if there's any chance that it can be a fan sculpt, you shouldn't spend 650 pounds on it, because that is not worth it for a fan sculpt.
No, it's one person selling fan sculpts for about 40, 50 quid, and I'm just like, that when I even try and risk it.
Yeah, I don't think that's wise. Well, I think it's wise to not risk it.
It is still a ridiculous amount of money for one, but a old miniature.
Well, okay, if I knew that it was like the legit miniature and it was like mint in a box, like it had like a Games Workshop box around it that said Proto Tyranid. I don't even know if it ever came in that, but that would make it more convincing to me than possibly being a fan sculpt.
Yeah, it was loose. It looked sort of the right size, but with the images they had, they because I've never seen it scaled next to any other models.
It's large, from what I understand.
Yeah, you can't really tell if it's the right size or not.
Yeah.
So, not going for it, I think, was the better. Not even like tempting myself, go for it. I think was the right choice.
Yeah, probably. Oh, Daddy Gamble's here. Hi, Daddy Gamble. Blitz Mechanica, hello. Hello to all our other friends. I don't know if we formally said hello to people. Lathian, Brett Evans, Peter Hampson, Bargeist, Nicholas, Triggy Digio. I always fuck that up. I'm sorry, man. Necron Nick. Who else are we got here? Navarro's here. Oh yeah, Navarro's here. Hey, Navarro. And A-Drive is here, which I love. I love that name. Who said that it sounded like there's a wet towel over my microphone. Hopefully that got corrected. But Tom Wilson's here, which is great. Kui Q Kunstersnick in quarantine. Is that Symbio? I feel like that's a crazy Symbio Joe name, but maybe that's someone else. Yes, and thank you all for joining. Thank you all for putting up with the bullshit technical difficulties that seem to be our eternal partner now on this stream. Every time I boot up a stream, our audio is busted, and I have to restart my streaming software. So maybe I should just restart my streaming software every time I do this. I don't know, but I think that was what fixed it, because I didn't even kill the YouTube stream. I just restarted the OBS, and once it was restarted, it seemed to work okay. So that was good.
Do you use your fancy microphone again?
I'm trying to use my fancy. Well, I was leaning away from it. I was trying to find my shoe. I lost it. I'm back now.
Yeah.
Does this sound better?
Yeah, lean more back. That was way better.
Oh, is this better?
Oh, this
Yeah,
is perfect.
that's a lot better.
Oh shit! Is this like too loud, or is it just like crunchy or something?
That's way too loud.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like you have a towel in your mouth.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, my audio levels are not helping me right now. So is this better?
Yes.
Okay, I'll live here.
Yeah.
Well, this is more comfortable for me, so that's good.
Yay.
Speaking of technical difficulties, my computer is a fan of Navarro's work and only wants to load Navarro's post of all the ones that Flynnhammer tried to send me. So I will try opening these a different way and see if that works better. Oops. But I am operating on a slow box here, so
Yeah.
bear with. As they say in Little Britain, bear with.
There we
There we go. Computer says no.
Yeah.
Why? What? How come every time I open a link, it's Pedro Navarro?
There's 3 of them, that's why.
I
There's
swear.
3.
Oh, you sent me the same link twice, you dingus. The first 2 links are the same link.
I've gone Brood 4, Brood 5.
No, man. The first two posts are you sent me Brood 4,
Oh,
Brood
they
4, Brood. Wait, you sent me Brood 5, Wait, what the hell? Okay, this is a bad joke.
Oh, okay, I think I just pasted it twice.
Okay, and then my paste just doesn't want to work properly.
Yeah.
I'm like, great, it's working. It's like, no, it's just showing Navarro's stuff over and over again. Okay,
Brood 5 didn't
Yeah,
get it.
You guys have probably seen his post from today, the towel.
yeah, I like that guy.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
I don't know how
included.
effective he would be as a gene stealer, but I mean, I'd give him a chance. I'd be like, "Oh, you want to be a gene stealer, buddy? Okay, go for it. Yeah, oh yeah, you'll be great. Oh yeah, don't worry. Oh, fighting? No, don't worry about close combat. That's not at all what gene stealers need to do."
Who cares? Who cares? Seriously, he just looks awesome.
Oh, that's the
It's
tab.
about the
Okay.
look-
Sorry?
Yeah.
It's about the looks, I just said.
Yeah. Does it look good? Good. That works.
Yes. Exactly.
What is Navarro? What is Studio J7 Mega Man? What is that hashtag all about? Tell us more. Oh my god, my computer hates me. Sorry, buds.
You should spend your next paycheck on a new one.
Yeah, I thought about that, but
And I decided against it. Yay.
then I spent my next paycheck on a giant table instead. So, hey, when it works, it
Cool.
works. When it doesn't, it really doesn't. Oh, I think we have progress. I think I've found a system that works. Give me a moment. So what's going on in the chat?
These are the people saying when you're further away from the mic, it sounds better.
Okay, I'll keep pushing it away from my
well-
face. You tell me when you can't hear me anymore.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, really? What about that? Is that even better?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that because you can't hear me and you're like, yeah, it's great. Oh, so good. Get this joker off the call.
So Studio G7 is a Twitch stream that Navarro attends.
Oh, okay. I hope it has something to do with Mega Man.
Yeah.
Me too.
Dark Ice has gone. He has faith in the genetics to invigorate even Tau biceps.
Get the Tau swole. Is it the biceps that's the problem with the Tau? I always assumed it was like the like hand-eye coordination that was the problem with Tau. That was why they were no good at fighting. Huh?
Because they're missing a digit, a finger.
Yeah. How can you have hand-eye coordination when you're missing a finger? That's like 20% less hand.
Well, Crude can handle that pretty well.
Oh yeah, they can. So can Gene Stealers with those 3-fingered hands.
Yeah. Not a very convincing concept you're running there.
No, I don't know. Okay, so Flynn, my computer is being a priss, and it has decided that some of your picks are good, and some of your picks are not, because it refuses to. It's showing some, it refuses to show others.
Yeah.
This is so stupid. Simon, did you describe what you're painting there? I don't know if you did.
Sorry, do I what?
Did you tell people what you're painting?
Yeah, I sort of, well, I told about everyone on the stream we did once.
What about today? Did you tell everyone today?
Okay, yeah, I can. I think it was at the beginning of our June Stealer thing that I was fidgeting around with ideas, different ideas for Gene Stealers, because to me the miniature range we have is more like a themed army than like a complete depiction of a Gene Stealer cult, or at least what it would be to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because there can be only so many minors in the universe to be infected by Gene Stealers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it shows just the army itself looks, and the design and everything is really pretty, but I think it lacks certain aspects. And as my good friend Witticism on Instagram recently shared, he did this amazing thing for Hive Secundus, some Necromunda fan based thing. He shared his thoughts on.
You know who's in charge of Hive Secundus?
No.
Your good friend Nicholas Tregadigio in the chat.
Oh, nice.
He came up with the whole thing.
It's
And he's
an
off the
amazing
bed as
setup.
well.
Sorry, what was that?
Nick is off the bed.
Oh no! Did he miss it? Did he miss his big entrance?
Nope, he just saw it. Well, he said me.
Yeah, so Necron Nick came up with Hive Secundus, and if you want to learn more about Hive Secundus, which is a really cool setting in Necromunda, the best place to do that is to head over to Between the Bolter and Me on Instagram, or just like go onto your podcasting app, and I think if you look up Dragged into Turbo Lasers, that's the name of their podcast, and Necron Nick did an episode with the Wire Brothers on their podcast. They're the guys behind Between the Bolter and Me, where he described Hive Secundus and like the whole idea for it. And it's just like, from my understanding, it's taking the like kind of pathetic nature of Necromunda, of just like scrappy people with not great weapons, and just like dialing it up to 11 in this really kind of messed up setting.
Yeah, it's like the other hive on the same planet, right? That was
Primaris or Primus or Primus, or I don't know what.
Yeah, that is even more fucked up than Necromunda.
Yeah,
Hive Necromunda. Yeah. So, well, what I was getting at is that Will has shared his thoughts on Gene Stealer cults that are pretty similar to the thoughts that I'm having, because that Gene Stealer cult is a very feminine thing, and because it's about birth and having children and protecting them and everything that is is according to that process, and yeah, which is as much as we try, but men will never be able to get children in a natural way. So the reason I think why this gene stealer cult basic idea is so horrible to most, well, let's face it, nerds, is that it tackles an aspect that we have little understanding from as men.
Okay.
And that's the process of birth and motherhood, and we're standing in front of it, and to some that might be very scary.
You mean to people like Ridley Scott, the guy who did Alien?
Yeah.
He's got a problem with like natural birth, and I don't know. I think he needs to talk to someone about it because.
Yeah, so I think that my idea was behind the painting I did, that I wanted to show a different angle on a gene stealer cult.
Yeah.
Because a successful gene stealer cult is the one that is not fighting, and one that is not uncovered, and that is operating in secrecy, and therefore can invade even the highest ranks on a planet. And in the best case, no one will ever know that there was a gene stealer cult, because it looks like just a Tyranid hive fleet appeared and ate the whole planet.
Mm-hmm. Are you still there? I think your video might have frozen.
Yeah.
Flynn, are you still hearing? Are you still getting me?
I'm still here. I think his video.
I think it's funny that this happens to Hydra after he just talks about, oh, I've got such good connection here. Oh, you know. It's like he cursed himself. Also, and speaking of cursing themselves, I opened all this stuff in Firefox, and my streamer doesn't want to show anything from Firefox, which is fucking fantastic. Why? Piece of garbage. If I had them all open in Chrome, well, I guess I could. Could I do that? I'm not signed in Chrome. I don't care. Let's try. Go gadget computer. Watch Chrome work like no problem. So hopefully Hydra will reconnect. I'm not really sure what he's dealing with in terms of technical difficulties. Oh, this might work.
Yeah, the fifth member is fuck again.
The bloody fifth member cutting people out. The fifth member was like, this stream is entirely too efficient. We need to lose some of the German. Okay, so bad news, good news time. Bad news, lost Hydra. Good news, Firefox. What?
His phone just died. He just posted in chat saying his phone just died.
Oh no, rookie mistake. Oh, you piece of trash. Hold on. I was like, oh, everything's working so well. And then Chrome tried to make me sign in. Oh, there's a person. I see a thing. Oh, participants without video are currently hidden. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. I thought he came back.
Yeah, so my phone just was like, saved the screen.
Let us all pour out a drink for the valid Hydra, who tried to join us from the beach and disconnected and moved out of synapse range. And then there were two. Nope.
Dude, just the two of us.
Oh, cute. We can make it. Hey, that would be helpful. We could make it if we try. Despite technical difficulties, we can make it if we try. That's the kind of spirit we need. Okay, well, now that we've lost Hydra, I think I may have a way to share all the lovely work that you did in collecting people's June Stealer stuff. I'm just getting it open in the right browser. Bear with.
Where?
Maybe we should just do a round in the chat. What do people think about the stream so far? On a scale of 1 to 10, How much do you want your $0 back for this? How much do you want a refund? Okay, all right, let's do this. Oh.
Blitz just got a quick question of what size base is the DOM on?
The DOM is not on a base. The DOM is on a... oh, I got a thing right here. 1 sec. So I didn't make a base for the DOM. I thought about it, and then I was like, you know what? I need this project to be done, and if I make a base, it's going to take me even longer. So this base is 0... So that circle is about 8 inches in diameter. So that's like an 8-inch base. Oh, I was also going to get go get a scale to weigh this thing, because someone's like, "How much does that thing weigh now?" And I'm like, I don't know how much that weighs. I actually want to know how much that weighs. Okay. Goodbye, Firefox. You're the worst. I'm going to 1 sec, Flynn. I'm just reopening the stuff. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have this one? But that is a very good question about the base size. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the client wants to do with the base, so I'm going to allow him to figure that out. But I did like that little piece of base decoration with the dead dreadnought.
Yeah. I think that does work and gives it a bit more dynamic posing to it.
Yeah, it also, like I've said before, that if you have to put something on your base, if you have to put something on your base for your model to stand on, it's probably because you screwed up when you were sculpting the model. Because that's what I do when I screw up. I'm like, oh crap, the feet aren't all flat. Well, looks like we're gonna put some slate underneath that foot. Oh, you already got Hydra's one. Okay, great. I went and found Hydra's thing. We're almost there. Oh, come on, you can do it. You can do it, Chrome. I believe in you. You piece of garbage. 1 sec. Yeah, so I often, if I wind up putting my model on a piece of rock, it's because I screwed up when I was making it. In that I didn't check all the leg placement and how flat they would lay on the base. So if you ever see that, you know, like if you see my my gun beast that I did, where it's front to, have we done some of these before? Maybe you and I went over this last week on the Busted stream.
So some of them are a roundup of the whole Gene Stealer.
Well,
which ones I think
links for
good.
Gene Stealer. Oh, okay. I'm now understanding how you did this.
Yeah, so the top ones are like the ones we would have showed last week, and then obviously we didn't stream.
Okay, so I've finally figured my shit out. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get this window up now that I'm saying that I figured my shit out. Share window. Come on, you like Chrome, right? Oh, Pedro Navarro. Ah, there we go. And where is my... Oh, there it is. Okay. I think we've got this. I actually wanted to start with, because Hydra was talking about his contribution for June Stealer, and I didn't really know what he was going to do, but he's like, don't worry, I'm going to do something. And what he did was this sketch, which is all digital. This was the first time he's ever done a digital... Hello? Oh my god, is that Hydra?
Hello.
Oh my god, he returns to us! What the hell? Why?
Yeah. But I'm only on mic because my my phone apparently, died for this very moment.
Oh, okay. Well, you can join us by audio if you want. We just pulled up your picture. You literally arrived just in the nick of time, because my name's Nick and I like to waste time, and it took me this long to get this all set up and ready to go. So why don't you continue exactly where you were? You know what? Let's go back and edit the stream after, and we'll just cut out all the bullshit between Hydra cutting out and Hydra cutting in. Oh wait, we did talk about what base size the DOM is on, so that might be important information to leave in. But otherwise, I'd like to just redact this stream from the record, because damn it. So thank you for your patience. Hydra has returned. Hydra, talk to us about your picture.
yeah, so my idea is basically to have a royal family, or not a royal, noble imperial family of some sort. That looks rather normal on the first glance, but if you give the painting some second glances, that you will see those little hints that indicate their true loyalties to a gene stealer cult.
Like she's holding a little sigil in her hand. Is there some on her rings? It's hard to really.
Well, he's wearing a necklace.
He's wearing a necklace, yeah.
And she's wearing the same, and she's having an additional in her hand.
Yeah.
And she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's the most gruesome part of a gene stealer cult. That it plays with that, almost sacred situation a family can be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and messes with that and plays with that, and I think within that there lies a lot of horror potential.
Yep, certainly.
And when you look back in art history, you can see in all kinds of portraits that the people that have been portrayed displayed some sort of some secret meanings and secret signs that only people who know how to understand them could understand them.
Did they actually, or is that just like all Da Vinci Code bullshit?
No, they actually did. For example, the I think it was the Order of the Golden Fleece.
Yeah.
Is one of them. So they display themselves as with a very certain necklace.
Yes.
Of the Golden Fleece. Well, it was not like super secret, but you were only allowed to carry this sign if you are, in the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I bet there's even more because when you're rich and you're bored, you might do things like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I was trying to play with, and yeah, I copied the whole composition of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just added things here and there, and made a digital version of the painting, but it was actually great fun. Yeah.
You okay? He's eating a rock.
Simon, I really do like the little surprise at the very bottom.
Yeah, that came as an afterthought. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that in the first place, but yeah, in the end I was like, well, why not?
Okay, put him in his crate.
And I think I really like that they brought back those familiars from second edition into the new codex.
I can't watch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
was the idea.
And I would have loved to dwell more into different aspects. I have been talking about how I wanted to have different versions of a gene stealer cult, like having almost like Navarro did for different prey species for gene stealers, doing different different layers of society they have infiltrated, like having I don't know, some random workers or even farmers or high-ranking officers that have been infected. Yeah.
There was on the last stream we did, there was one we showed. Just trying to see if I can find it and quickly send it over in the Discord. But it was a gene stealer cult where they had molded them not be like miners. They had done them differently. Just trying to see if I could find it. would be right up your alleyway, but obviously you weren't there for it last week.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do the other ones while we're
Yeah.
waiting. Okay, so let's go through the other ones actually. So here are the other ones that Navarro pulled for us for this week. So we have another entry from the illustrious Mr. Navarro. Sorry, did I call you Navarro? Flynnhammer. The ones that Flynnhammer pulled for us. Here's another entry from the illustrious Navarro. Here's a Gene Stealer hybrid grot, which I love. I think this is an amazing use of the... What the heck are these pieces? Are the parts? I guess there's some... Those hands are sculpted? I don't know. Or those could be epic hands? I don't know. Anyway, this is amazing with a Gene Stealer head in there. Grot Boy. And then we got Snake Gene Stealer. This is one of my favorites. He's a good looking boy. Gene Stealer hybrid human and demiurge. Oh, I guess they're slightly shorter. I guess he cut down like the legs on the right hand one to make it more demiurgish. The Spider Stealer, which is another cool one. And another Tarantula Stealer. There it is. That's a creepy bugger. You can't see this stuff, can you, Hydra? You're just listening?
No, I can see them. I'm following on YouTube.
Oh, great. Okay. So do you have anything you want to say about the Navarro Steelers that we're featuring this week?
Oh, I just love all of them. I feel like there was some sort of controversy about them, but I even love the crew. Even love the Tau one.
Oh yeah, that's the next one. Sorry, that was sent in separately. That one's pretty damn cool.
I forgot to put the actual link for brood number 5.
That's okay.
I think there are some stronger and some funnier concepts in there, but they are all pretty amazing. But the Tau is like, I think there's still a Gene Stealer recognizable in there.
Yeah.
But it still looks so alien, and you can see the Tau, you can see the Gene Stealer, but it has such a different body shape.
Yeah, and also this is notable as one of the only ones that Navarro fully sculpted. Like the other ones he did, he would sculpt like large portions of them, but he tried to use a lot of Gene Stealer bits. So I think it's really telling that about Navarro's talent that he could scratch sculpt something that still read as a Gene Stealer. He didn't have to use Gene Stealer components to do it. Yeah, that's super talented, and that also could look so Tau.
Yeah.
I think actually this one is probably my favorite of all the ones Navarro did.
Yeah, it's just quality, just for every little bit. It's just
yes,
I don't know why I
indeed.
haven't done this yet.
Oh, it's just it's awesome. Okay. So next we have Knife Squid with this funky. Oh, I like this with the cloak and the staff. Funky patriarch with like an interesting sigil ball thing there.
Yeah.
So this is Squid the Map Maker.
So I've seen them doing like little bits and updates on it every so often, but I thought I would wait till they actually finish it, and I think the worth was wait. It was worth the wait.
Yeah, definitely. Because like the thing that bothers me about the Patriarch model and the Broodlord model is that they're so hunched up, but I think this one uses that to good effect. Because it's like seated, and it's like in this cloak, and even they've gone and changed the toenails. I know that's like a small thing, but to not be like vicious claws, and for me that makes it look less like this super duper ultra predator and more like this weird old gnarled elder of the cult or something like that.
Yeah.
Simon, did you have anything you want to say about Knife Squid?
I haven't seen it so far. I really love the shape and the cloak and
Yeah.
of course the Cthulhu feeling it has. But what I also love is the ball it has in its hand,
Yeah.
and it's such. On the one side, it is rather simple, so there's no super duper shiny thingy to it.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I think the effect it has in its almost abstract qualities is amazing. It
Uh-huh.
really adds to the weirdness of the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and those thick, massive tentacles sprouting from
Yeah, they're like really
the hood.
chunky.
Yeah, they are amazing.
All right. Next we've got. Did we? I thought we already looked at this, but I don't know. I love this non-standard template construct. Did we already do this, Flynn? Because I remember talking about how non-standard template construct did that amazing Titan.
Have you taken them out of completely the order? Because I can't remember. Because
Okay, well,
I've got
if you
like
hadn't
two
seen
more
this,
before
if you have seen this, let's all look at it again because it's great. And if you hadn't seen this, congratulations. Here's a beautiful abominant, that non-standard template construct, who you should definitely follow. Created for June Stealer. Very beefy, chunky, kind of a dwarfish vibe.
we didn't actually show this one because this was done after last week's, not last week's, but the week before stream.
Oh, okay, cool.
The last stream, yeah.
Okay, I guess I
had to
just...
look at the dates and stuff for it.
Yeah, I love this one.
I'm waiting for it to load.
Just like how chunky it is, the armor, the cool helmet, but like the tentacles to make sure the helmet doesn't like eliminate the alienness of it. The cool bifurcated left arm, little tail coming out the end. It's got a hammer which links it to cult stuff. Yeah. Damn cool. And it's got bare feet. I like that too. All right, and then oh, go away. I think we saw something else from Rancid Bob before, but this is new. This is a Sanctus with Familiar. So you got a dude crunching on. No, maybe we saw a work in progress of this.
We
It was
saw the work in
unpainted.
progress, so this is the painted version,
Yeah.
painted version of it. Because what makes it even better is because where they had the familiar, it looked like it was just popping out, but he's actually now painted it all in. You can actually see the depth to it underneath as well, which I think
Yeah.
makes it look even better.
Yeah, it looks much darker
And it
down
was
there.
just the head, I think it was just the head as well for it. There was no like claws or anything else.
Right. And the dude on top looks very like sinister and alien with his red eyes. It's got kind of a camo cloak thing going on.
Yeah.
Simon, what do you think?
Yeah, it has a certain comedic quality to it, especially it looks like a flashlight on the head of the Gene Stealer.
Yeah.
But I really like the approach. I'm always a big fan of those tubes on a base.
Yep.
And yeah, I think it also shines a light on a different aspect of the cult, like having an assassin. Like imagine the terror and a professional like huntsman combined with the cunning of a Gene Stealer would be able to create. I think just two of them would be enough to sow terror into like a whole hive city.
Yeah, I think you can only take one, so that's too bad. But yeah, this is a new. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Sanctus. It's a new character model that they introduced in the most recent Gene Stealer Cult Codex. So it's basically like Gene Stealer Cult sniper dude hiding out in the top of a building, which is pretty creepy.
Yeah. Well, I think what I really enjoy is that having a sniper is a pretty scary thing because you don't know where he's at and surprise and whatever, and you combine that with a terror a pure strain can deliver. Like he's down there and he's hunting the prey into the open, and they think, oh yeah, we made it, and the moment the shot rings.
Oh damn, yeah. The Gene Stealer scares them into a field. They're like, you can't get us here. There's no cover.
Yeah,
Bang.
think about for example like a movie like in Pitch Black where they just reach they are running from the alien terror and they just reached their aircraft and just climbing aboard to depart,
Yeah.
and then boom, end of the story.
All right. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, here, Rancid Bob is hero protagonist. Yeah, we definitely talked about him before. Oh, Knife Squid, we already did him. I don't know why I'm... Oh, I was clicking through. Okay, just a sec.
Yeah.
And then A Grim Darker World. Again, I thought we featured this before, but I guess we didn't. I guess I just freaked out at it. So
yeah, this Grim Darker World was definitely on Saturday, so we hadn't seen that one yet.
Okay. So super creepy little baby Gene Stealer hybrid with a sigil. I love it.
Yeah, that's creepy as fuck.
It's creepy and cute at the same time.
Yep.
And they've even got 3 limbs going on this side of the baby.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it's so creepy. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I'm just wondering what this black shadow in the back is.
I think it's supposed to be part of the sigil, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, you know what it is? It's the Gene Stealer cult sigil where it has the lightning bolt arms. So you're seeing one in white there, like in positive space against the black negative space. You're seeing one of the lightning bolt arms coming down behind the baby.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that's super cool. And I love that they tagged it Inktober in June. That's some big artist cojones right there. Peter Hampson in the chat says that his favorite Gene Stealer cult specialist is the Locust, which is the crazy dude with the cloak who's supposed to be like super alien underneath. And I think I've probably mentioned this before on some other stream, but I have for long wanted to make a Locust conversion using the head from the alphas, not the alphas, from the jackals, the quad, the wolf quad or whatever, and it's got that bubble head. I've long wanted to take a Locust and give it the bubble visor down, and then do a second version where the bubble visor has retracted and the thing is springing forward and its like cloak is like flying out, and underneath is basically like a Yumgarl Stealer, because the Locust is supposed to look so like calm, but it's just like absolutely vicious. So I wanted to show both sides of it, like the calm, like hidden character in the cloak, and then the crazy Gribbly flinging its arms everywhere killer monster. Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. All right. I thought we did this. Anyway, another good piece from Crippled Giraffe, who supplied the June Sealer logo that we're using right on the stream. Here is a Sigmar June Sealer, which is awesome that June Sealer is infiltrating Sigmar because they just had like the Dominion release. So yeah, let's get some June Sealer Dominion stuff.
Nowhere is safe.
I mean, pretty simple, but I love it. Like he does have the Gene Stealer boots rather than the Stormcast boots, and the Gene Stealers do love their hammers.
Oh, they do.
Also, the sigil on the shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Gene Stealer sigil with lightning bolts because they're all about lightning bolts.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I think we've said it before, but like Crippled Giraffe has like a pile of June Stealer stuff. Gotta scroll back a bit because he's super prolific, but like, oh god, I'm not signing in Instagram, sorry. Just go look up Crippled Giraffe and scroll back through his feed and you'll get all his June Stealer stuff. He did one almost every day, one of those sketches. So yeah, check that out. Here's this Hydra guy, whatever. And then we get into Flynn. You did a separate poll which you said was the best of June Stealer. So do you want to talk about this one and why you thought this one was Some of the best of June Sealer?
So some of these are from, we've already shown them on the stream already, but it just, when we talked about it, these ones just stuck in our mind. I'll go through it. Like, the 10 out of 7 was just, I think, just epitomised June Sealer. It's one of the best posts we've had with the June Sealer tag. It was just like, and like, it was more of people who didn't really know about it, saw the June Sealer tag and did find out about it, and then it led to other people getting involved.
Oh, so this one really drove some of that.
It did drive a bit of it up as well, because whenever you see someone's post and you really like it, you do end up going in to read a bit more about what's on the post.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't like it and click it through, but I think it's spread because a lot of other people were like, oh, they looked at June Sealer and then they tried to find out a few things, and they were messaging, oh yeah, I might get into it, or someone messaged me, tagged me in a comment for one of their posts saying, oh, I got into it from Flynnhammer, and I was like, well, it's not even just me, it was Kajan just mentioning on the stream, and then we went from there.
Yeah, people kept calling it my June Sealer. I'm like, dudes, I'm not doing anything. This is your June Sealer. Make it what you will. Yeah. I wanted it to be a Warp Shadow thing. I maintain that one day I will get a bunch of June Sealer posts up on Warp Shadow. Hasn't happened yet. Maybe I'll do it on my vacation next week. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turned out way, way better. Like, I was just hoping that like some of you dudes would post some June Sealer stuff and it would be great. But like, random people are doing June Sealer stuff. Random people I've never heard of, which is amazing. So that's just speaks to like Kajan's idea in the initial offing, and all the other people who like contributed to it. Like, I think Sam Zokai, I can never remember his actual name. He got in there. Oh, for frank's sake, sorry. Hold on. I think he was part of coming up with the idea. Who else was it? You remember?
I've got it in our message. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
oh dang,
we definitely have said it, and it's not just like it's been lost to the nether regions. It is there on a stream. I have it written down.
Good.
One of our messages. We're trying to find it.
Okay. Yeah, so we started off with 10 out of 7. 10 out of 7 always does good stuff. We've said it on a stream before, but if you don't follow 10 out of 7, you need to make that happen, because
Yeah, it's some
his stuff is hilarious. So good.
Just found it. The other person was Brian.
Brian. Sorry, Brian who?
Naisbit. N-A-I-S-B-I-T-T.
Yes.
Naisbit, yeah.
I thought Tom Wilson got in on it too. I can't remember.
That's the one I just seen on there. From the message I sent you from when I found it.
Okay. I'm just checking the chat. So, Peter Hampson says, seems the glitchings are added again. I'm hoping that was just me flicking through pages and it looking weird. Hopefully our audio's not messed again, but let's continue on as if it's not. So yeah, 10 out of 7. Oh wait, no, Simon, you're watching on YouTube, right?
Yeah, and I have no idea how I can switch it off.
Is there anything wrong?
I cannot switch off YouTube and the audio on YouTube because I'm
okay, well, we're not hearing it. It's fine. I just wanted to confirm whether you were seeing any problems on YouTube.
No, I don't see any.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just green.
Oh, it was he was seeing my home screen because I was opening up all the I was opening up all the tabs, and the problem with my home screen is that there's this like, oh, the thing's not coming up now. I've got this thing, I think it's called Momentum, and it's like you can enter stuff in, and my wife got a hold of it once, so she set all of my to-dos as poop things. like to do today are pinching off some tasteful nuggets, squeezing out some delicate chocolate balls, dropping dirty tears, slinging some slippery shits, soothing the heinous anus with some soft serve. Okay, this is that's quite enough. So that wasn't a glitch. That was pure unadulterated me and Nora. There you go. Poop is hilarious. Onwards, Borneo. Borneo's not with us today, but Borneo is a frequent guest on the stream, and I knew Borneo was making some shit, but I hadn't seen this family shot. And like, Borneo has taken gene stealers and put Hormigaunt tails or gargoyle tails on them, and the resemblance to xenomorphs is uncanny. And I happen to have an army of tails from gargoyles because I always use their bodies for like everything. It's like my favorite Tyranid bit. So that would be a really good use of the tails because these guys look amazing.
Yeah. They look so, because they're so easy to bend, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're so long and thin, they're easy to bend, and that makes them so easy to put into a good dynamic position, right?
Yep. Wow, that looks really great.
I like to use Hormigaunt tails for that.
Yeah, he's got both. So the one, it's hard to see here because they're very small, but like the bottom right dude has a Hormigaunt tail, I think, and then the one above him has a gargoyle tail.
But I think the gargoyle tail works even better.
Because it's got the claw on the end of it, the talon.
Oh, I think because it's thinner and it's easier to bend.
Right, the Hormigaunt one is very straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are great. Did you want to say some stuff about these, Flynn?
It's just not like the whole way it's just gone into being a patriarch, it's a matriarch instead.
Oh, I missed that. Matriarch and her pure strain gene stealers, yeah.
Which really does lead back to what Simon was saying earlier about a whole thing like men couldn't engage and deal with it, whereas
yeah,
because of giving birth the element to it. So just having it as a matriarch as well. Also, I just love that massive spear.
Yeah, that spear is awesome. Like, is that the cat? Is that Catacross's spear, or is that just some random Bone Reaper thing? I don't know. Either way, very good. Because I think that cloak is the Catacross cloak. Catacross model, really, everyone needs it. It's good for everything. I love that thing. But like, also here, like, this is a very old Gene Stealer kit, and these have been given new life with poses. Like, if you look at the Catacross matriarch, down to her left, there's a Gene Stealer that's a lot more upright and completely different feeling.
Yeah, that's true.
It's amazing. These it's no secret that I love Borneo shit, and I've loved Borneo shit for a long time, ever since I first saw their Groot. And it was always the posing, it was the good bases, but just like the posing, like I think Borneo won our Crootoberfest competition, or came very close to winning it, with a Kroot that was very simply converted, but very masterfully posed with like a knife. Yeah, just amazing. Peter Hampson, if you wish you'd been able to contribute more to June Stealer, I'm right there with you. I feel like I did not contribute enough. Sorry, what were you going to say? Was that...
Well, I guess regarding Peter Hampson's comment, we always have next year, right?
True. And earlier, we missed it, but Bargeist said that they had a bunch more Gene Stealers that they didn't get pinned together yet, and that makes me sad, because Bargeist was also cranking out amazing models, all Gene Stealer long. So, Bargeist, you can have July Stealer. Like, come on.
I also think that it's pretty cool that so many people started on Gene Stealer projects, because a lot of them are not finished, and that means they will, probably stick to that.
Good.
And, yeah. And I guess I will be having a Gene Stealer cult as well myself again.
Nice.
Yeah. because my gaming partner is working on a what are those called? Omegon's Wrath. Those Alpha Legion dudes who are decloaking.
Yeah.
So Space Marines that are basically one part loyalists, one part Alpha Legionists, and he started just working on those, and he said, well, I'm working on this Alpha Legion thing, or I would like to, and we can play Stargrave with them. And I was like, yes, that's the perfect excuse for me to get a Gene Stealer called Stargrave band together.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're cooking up some fancy fluff for them. It's nothing very current, but I would say in the near future.
All right. Yeah, like that's the whole thing. I feel like Crewtoberfest encouraged a bunch of people to do Crewt, but they didn't have to stop in Crewtober. So just as June Sealer might have encouraged people to do more Gene Sealer stuff, doesn't have to stop in June. And like honestly, I have like various swipe folders where I save like really cool ideas for models, and I just want to like fill one of those folders with the poses of these Gene Stealers from Borneo, because man, just go follow Borneo and look at all of Borneo's things, because this is how you pose June Stealers. Sorry, June Stealers? This is how you pose Gene Stealers. Also, Flynn, you're catching some love in the chat from Navarro and Symbio Joe, saying that you were always on the ball. You're a bloody trooper. I would have to agree. Having not been on the ball, I really appreciated it.
We're just going, okay, let's see what people are posting. Oh, I like this. Let's post this as well.
Good. Oh my god, I forgot about this guy. I love this guy. So this is Cry for Paint. Finished building my tiny Nexos over the weekend. Really pleased with how this little fella is progressing. This is amazing. Look at this cute little bugger. Directing, what's that?
There is a finished painted version of it, but I just, for me, I just prefer the unpainted raw version. Because for some reason, for me, like unpainted versions, you just get that. You imagine it how it looks with your color scheme and everything.
True. Good point.
Part of your army.
Good point.
Also, you can see all the work that's been put into it, because once it's painted, you wouldn't be able to tell where the sculpting started and where the plastic ended.
Yep.
And so it's just,
so I like that it looks like we got a little kind of like familiar boss, and he's talking to like a floating head of one of his Gene Sealer cultists here, telling him where to go. They got the little buildings projected up there. That's so cool.
It really is.
Anything you wanted to say about it, Simon?
I know how tiny that model is, and I can hardly imagine how hard it was to get all those cables right and those hands, especially the monocle on the eye, or what it is. I think that's very, very detailed work there.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Nora's not having a great time with the dog. She's not feeling too well. So I might have to cut this short. But let's get through a couple more of these. Oh, I didn't see this one. Smashed Head. Oh, Smashed Head has done some cool art at other points in June Sealer. So this is... Oh, yeah, the McCraig Workers Alliance. We've seen their stuff for that. And... Yeah. Oh, man, this is cool. So we got like a female cultist here and her horse. I like that she kind of has... Does she have hair? Or is that...
Awesome.
A horse is just... He's got... I think that's the veins. Just purple veins. Just
okay.
Ring around the head.
Or maybe some tattoos.
Yeah, it's something. It looks really good, regardless of what it is.
And you've got the ridge going straight down the middle of the forehead as well.
Yep.
Sorry.
and do you see the symbol on the button on the jacket?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, there's more pictures here. I should click through.
Yeah, right, some of the models.
Oh, the models. Okay, so that's cool that they've done their jackals on horses, and this is the alphas for the squad.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, I love that Gene Steeler sketch in the background too. I think that was the first thing I saw from Smashed Head this month. Nice.
I've got a few more from Smash Head.
Nice. Oh, here we go. Good. High Fleet Bargeist showed up. So we got the Kroot Gene Stealer from Bargeist, which is, I mean, amazing, but like everything Bargeist does is amazing. So take your pick. Again, showing the versatility. I don't know why, but the Hormigaunt Talons are the best scything Talons in the Tyranid range.
Yes, they are.
They're exactly what Talons should be. Like, I feel like when we get the bigger Talons, they're too long and like they're too skinny. Like, this is the perfect ratio for Talons, and they work so well on this.
Right.
The only like bone of contention I might make is that it looks like those bottom claws are super beefy, and I kind of want them to be in like the upper slot, but it wouldn't work because the Talons, the line of this is so much better with the big claws down low, and those Talons up top.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bargeist, just like, can I just have you make my everything? Because this is all so good. Did you guys want to say some stuff about this?
Just to think about one of the Barcade stuff was so hard to put into it, but it's like, otherwise I would have just put everything in there and it would just been all the Barcade stuff. So I just limit myself to choosing one.
Yeah, I don't know. You need to. You should just filled it with Bargeist because it would have been a good time for all.
Would have had so many on there with just no time for any sculpting or anything.
Man.
Well, again, I just again is wrong, but you can see how to create. Well, if you are wondering how to create a dynamic miniature, well, when you look at it from the front, you see that it's very centered pose. Like, of course, it's tilted to one side, but the whole miniature itself is rather almost static.
Yeah.
But this whole scene is broken up and made interesting by this pipe he's standing on, and that adds so much to the base dynamic of the whole thing, without the miniature needing to jump or fly or anything else. I think it's a neat and easy trick to have things standing on an uneven ground. Yeah. And with that, giving the whole scene a tilt or a diagonal shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super good. And Bargeist is saying in the chat that it was a hell of a task to get those Kroot hands together, and I can see that. Like, anytime you're individually pinning like tiny little claws. Yeah, it's so good. It was worth it. It was worth the work, man. Did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Extra smaller hand goes on.
Just gotta sculpt him, buddy. That's a rude question to ask, Simon. Bargeist, you can answer that in the chat if you want, but I acknowledge that's a rude question.
A rude?
Rude! It's rude.
Why?
Because I would say it's finished now. The concept is all there. Just got to fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
As someone who rarely finishes things, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I got my idea down. We're good. I think it's a rude question.
You're a concept artist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week. Oh, sorry about this. Minicology. Nice. I remember this one. I think this is one of the first ones we ever talked about on the about Gene Stealer stream. Oh, it's only the first picture. So this is the I think it's a Magus. I don't know. It looks like a Magus. Use the female Magus model. What was that?
Yeah. We had her the other day.
Yeah. It's just like the whole different way of taking the blade and cog sort of idea, and it's just that I remember we talked about time. Just a simple head swap can do so much to
Yeah.
a model,
Yeah.
and I think it's a perfect example for it. And we know with the Demon Omega's body, it's used for so many different conversions. I think it's one of the things that will keep the Gene Stealer range going, just because of the, I think the cells just on this one model.
You think so? It is. Yeah, I think it is a very popular model for a lot of things that aren't Gene Stealers.
Yeah, I bought it as well for just the very purpose of using her for something else.
There you go. I think I'm realizing I'm not showing everything here. Sorry, what?
But I just say, like, the point I made is just amplified straight away by Simon.
Yeah, exactly. I bought her to. This is how jammy I am. I bought her to get a female Magus head. For the Polysmith converted me a big robot for my Gene Stealer cult that I'm terrified to paint because I don't want to get it wrong. I need to paint it, but it had a male Magus in it, and then I reflected on it. I'm like, no man, this thing is basically Ripley's power loader. I can't put a male Magus in Ripley's power loader, so I wanted a female head to stick on this Magus. So I bought the female Magus, but then I wound up using the body for that crazy homunculus with 1,000 arms that I concepted up recently. Okay. Next, we got another smashed head. We got the original McCragg Workers Alliance poster from them.
That was so cool.
Yeah, damn cool. And then that's cool how they open with a sketch and then they show you their models with that amazing Gene Stealer sketch behind. Fantastic.
I think that needs to be shared. We don't need to speak much about it. It just needs to be shown again to people.
Yeah. You want to say anything about this again, Simon?
I just want to add how I'm comparing always different things, and one step from me away from Warhammer towards Infinity was the use of printout posters.
Yes.
So for terrain making, it's so easy to just print out different things and use them as posters. But there's no sense in using posters when everything is a ruin. But if you have buildings that are actually intact and not blown to pieces, it also makes sense to stick posters to them. And I would love to use this very artwork on a background or a building for intact Warhammer 40k landscape or terrain pieces, because it adds so much story and so much flavor to the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's so good to see posters that aren't from just Imperials all the time.
Yeah, create your own stuff.
Okay, next. Oh yeah, Tom Wilson's awesome Nikki. Oh god, Nikki Grillet box.
Nice.
I still love this thing. So very we talked about it before, but very Geiger-esque. And I like that they're taking down some Blood Angels in there because that's all the Blood Angels are good for. Perfect.
I couldn't remember if I shared it or not. So I was
second edition artworks.
What's that?
I said makes me think of this second edition artwork where this Scorpion Eldar Scorpion striking dude is fighting against this old school Tyranid warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And there,
I think I know that one.
And there's this there's some carvings in the wall on the back behind the duel.
Yeah.
Where I think it's supposed to be like Aztec or Mayan style.
Yeah.
Where as if they have been worshipped by someone there, and it makes me think of that, especially the lid part, because it resembles almost like I don't know, Egyptian or very ancient depictions of humans and stuff.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, you absolutely nailed the whole like feeling that it's carved or it's some kind of depiction, historical depiction, rather than like I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently that's a classic bit of Adrian Smith art that you're talking about, Hydra, from the historian Bargeist.
No, very good.
Did you want to say anything about this, Flynn?
I don't remember if I actually shared it on the Doomsday Roundup, but I just love.
We shared it
way
in
it's
the
all
stream
worked out
before,
at the end.
certainly.
Yeah, I was sure, but I don't think I put it in my highlight. I didn't share it during the time, but it's just the way it's all the composition and everything, and it's just brilliant. It's like it's taking out of the Space Marines, and it's like the whole bit. When we went to discussion of the whole, it's a little closed box. You can put it away and then open it up and just show everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as Tom Wilson said, he tried to make it as extra claustrophobic as possible. And
Oh, it's
really
pretty claustrophobic. Well, I'm glad that on the right it's extra claustrophobic as possible, and on the left it feels like more spaced out and like planned out, like Hydra was mentioning, like Egyptian hieroglyphics or some kind of like carving or something like that. All right, next we've got, oh yeah, my fave. We got our boy Crippled Giraffe back with more June Sealer amazingness, and this, I can't stop loving this. I can't stop loving the June Stealers infecting the cute little kitties with some cold, cool June Stealer treats. What better way to celebrate June Stealer than with some cold fusion G-Nice? And fun fact, Crippled Giraffe just ordered some stickers of this. So you'll be able to get stickers of this from him. And
Awesome.
I have... actually, I discovered Crippled Giraffe when he posted some orc stickers that he'd done. And I don't know if you can see this, but on top of my box, I've got a David Bowie orc sticker,
Nice.
which is one of Crippled Giraffe's stickers. And I think he gets them from Sticker App, and it's really good quality. These stickers that I bought from Etsy for way too much money, shit quality. Tiny. These, the real deal. Amazing. I think I've got there's another one on here somewhere. We got like a worker orc, or a COVID orc. With his yeah, he's got his PPE on. He's got his double mask. So yeah, you can look forward to getting a sticker version of this, and I believe he also ordered a sticker version of the. He drew a Hive Tyrant that was like really big and beefy, and I think he did one of that too.
That's so cool.
Anyone have anything else to say about this? Sorry, I've kind of taken all the time, but about this ice cream truck.
Nothing else because it's.
He's made it into a t-shirt as well.
Yes, you can get a lot of his stuff on a t-shirt.
I'm actually looking at getting one of the t-shirts right now.
Yeah, go for it. God, it's so good. All right. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Jopase art with the amazing chrome visor that still blows my mind.
What?
It's sorry, it's an Acolyte hybrid with the Acolyte Genestealer Acolyte hybrids have a lot of visors, and this is the full face visor.
Wow. Okay.
And they painted it to be like chromy, reflecty. I love it.
Nice.
Oh yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Flynn, did you want anything you want to say about this?
The way it's been painted is just superb, and I don't think you can say anything more than that. It's just, even if it's his first attempt at a reflective visor is.
That
I don't
that is
exactly
also
that
cool.
was my first attempt.
I forgot that it's their first attempt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, you can get lucky on your first attempt. My first attempt at Object Sourcelet OSL, I did it on my cultist, and it turned out pretty well. I managed to get stitches down on my first go sculpting, but then what I've found is that if you get it done on your first go, your second go, you're like, this is fucking easy. I've done this. I got this. And then you suck at it because you got lucky the first time, and then you got to really learn how to do it.
Yeah.
You find that too?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Oh, I'm glad we had this in here. Smashed Head. So this is the picture that Smashed Head had behind their cultists, and this might be like, I do love me some Gene Stealer Ice Cream Truck. Okay, let's be clear. There's been a lot of really good Gene Stealer line art that's come out as part of Gene Stealer, but this might be my favorite. It's so second edition, like sidebar filler art from the codexes. The black and white, it's so well rendered. It's so creepy and so simple. I love it.
I would put it into like third edition because
Okay.
the contrast between the white and the stark contrast between the black and the white is pretty strong, and I feel like that's something very third edition. But
okay.
I absolutely agree. That is an amazing piece, and it has so much mood. Yeah, and it makes me think of Marco's lictor approaching from that pipe.
And apparently this is the original sketch, but they look very close. Both look amazing. Yeah, it also reminds me of Marco's lictor. The pipe lictor. Okay, next.
Silvio Joe says wrong bad Hydra. What is that?
Oh, talking about third edition or something? Maybe you missed it. This is some 1994 shit. So that 1994, that's before I joined the hobby. So that's like Rogue Trader? I don't know. Second edition, early second?
I was born.
Hey, you're not that young. Oh, that does make you pretty young. Good. Nice and fresh. That's how you can keep up with all this June Stealer action while us old men are like, let's do a thing called June Stealer. Oh my. This hashtag seems to be doing rather nicely. I'll see if I can pull it up on my desktop computer, because I don't really know how these shell phones work. I wish I could post this on my stories or over on that Warp Shadow thing I started and keep forgetting to post to, but it's just too hard. Good thing we got young whippersnappers like Flynnhammer to come and post stuff for us. I'm gonna go find some Worthy's originals.
Okay, this is actually pretty scary.
That's my Screamer Killer voice.
Yeah.
I'm an old second edition, still made out of pewter Screamer Killer. And sometimes these old joints, they get creaky. Okay, on to for Warhammer 40k guy with his Barrel Boys. I do love me some Barrel Boys. We did review these.
Yeah, we reviewed it 2 weeks ago, but Hydra wasn't here for it. I remembered he loved the one from Enter Warhammer with the Gene Stealer popping out of that propane can.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd just get these back again this week so Hydra can see it.
What do you think, Hydra?
Of the guys in the cans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are hilarious.
I agree.
Just they're boys.
What?
Bad Boys. I think it's Bad Boys 2, where they infiltrate this meeting of those dudes with the white pointy heads.
Oh, Ku Klux Klan?
Yeah, and they throw away their covers and blast them all to pieces.
Are they hiding in barrels?
Situation like I just imagine this Imperial, I don't know, guards dude walking by and be like, "Oh yeah, just barrels, blah blah blah, barrels everywhere," and then the lids flow off, and they're like, "Oopsie daisies, it's the Gene Stealer cultist," and then they blow the guardsmen away.
Nice. As directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah, and then everything explodes.
Yeah, then the demolition expert shows up and everything explodes. All right. Oh god, I love these guys. Overlook 40K. Crazy. The Good Boys. Gene Stealer Cult hybrids made from the Age of Sigmar orcs. I don't know if we need to redo this because we definitely talked about this a lot. Does anyone have anything else they want to add?
I still
I
need to
haven't
do my
seen
version
them,
of it.
but
You haven't? Oh, I think you saw them before. I think we did them on a previous stream.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah, but in case anyone missed them on the previous stream, from Overlook 40K, I love these big beefy boys. There was some issue taken with this one having the two knives and then having this erroneous giant ass cleaver, but I love the erroneous giant ass cleaver. Okay. Oh yeah, Craftsman Jojo, the king. Whoa. The Lord, the patriarch or matriarch, I think it's a patriarch, I don't know, of Gene Stealer, or of crazy fleshy constructs. Always a good time with Craftsman Jono. And this crazy ass patriarch hybrid thing is no exception.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to add, I think.
No. It's perfect. If you don't follow Craftsman Jono, you're missing out. Get on it. Okay. Next. Oh, Bilework. Okay, so there's some people who paint Warhammer models, and it just makes me angry because it's just so simple, but just so clean, but just so amazing. And Bilework is one of those people. Like, I follow Bilework, and every time I see Bilework post, I'm just like, God damn it.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
It's just, I don't know. I'd say, like, people are like, I'm going to do Grimdark, meh! And it's like, yeah, okay, but, like, I would say this is Grimdark perfection. There's a little bit of color in there. It's not overly saturated. It's, like, smooth. It's clean. It's not messy. It's perfect. Anyone? Oh, this is that Blood Bowl referee or whatever. Right? The model? Hello? Are you guys still there?
Yeah, it could be the elf referee.
Sorry, give me a sec.
Yeah, sure. I think it's the elf referee, which is an amazing use of it.
Because I was like looking at it, it's definitely a fantasy version of a model because of like the legs with the boots and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just got the cult head on it, and then the hood's been put over it.
God, it's so perfect. And like, I love that was the head that they chose with the goggles, because that so reads as Gene Stealer Cult. I love that Gene Stealer Cult got the like crazy round spectacles, or the like gas goggles or whatever. I think that works well for me.
Oh, there's another one that I put in the chat in the Discord of the next one to show as well. It's one we did last time, but I don't think Hydra's seen it. It's a good one for him to see as well.
Oh, what the heck? Because I think I've opened all of these, but let's get through all these and then I'll pull it up. Oh no! Oh right, because I said Hydra's gonna love this because of the archers. Okay, so Bilework, amazing. If you follow Bilework, you will not go wrong. Oh yes, Putrid Wolf. So this is the awesome drive me closer so I can lash them with my sentient whip with an eyeball on it.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay,
I still love the colors. What was that?
Yeah, it's the colours is how they work.
Yeah. We're almost done the review.
Say that I'm back.
Thanks for coming back. We're almost done the review. So we saw this one before, but it's a goodie. Do you remember this guy? With the whip sticking out the top of the tank. From Putrid Wolf Miniatures. Great work.
It's awesome, yeah. I like the contrast between the tones
Yep.
The purple and the sand colors.
Oh yeah, because I guess the sand color is like a yellow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
yet
I'm
there's
just
the
painting
yellow
outdoor,
in the
and
eyes.
therefore I have lots of yellow and purple right in front of me.
Yeah. Okay, so, and then we've got, we got another Craftsman, John. I did it twice, apparently. I will get the next one, the last one. This one, Hydra, I think you missed this one, because we were talking about it, and we're like, man, Hydra would love this. What? Damn it, that's the wrong link. Oh, Instagram. Frailty, thy name is Instagram. Why is it showing that as the preview? Because I can see the preview of the one you're trying to send me, but when I copy the link, it takes me to Craftsman Jonah. Oh no, wait, I didn't. I fucked up. Hold on, I fucked up. Let's try this again. Da-dang! There we go. Okay, now you just gotta wait for it to load, Hydra. And when it does, I think it will be worth your while, particularly for one reason, and I'll cue it right up so you're ready for it. So let me know when the photos load for you.
Yeah.
And when we get over to the, I think it's the third one or something.
Okay, now I'm seeing this.
You see why we chose it for you?
Yes.
Why is that?
Gene stealer called Frostgrave. Amazing.
Yes. But also, what about these models that I'm showing right now?
Amazing. So cool.
Because do you remember our conversation that you and I had for the podcast about Frostgrave? You talked about how much you love the Archer model and how it's like such a classic old model, and how amazed you were at what some people have been able to do with the Archer. Did you ever think that someone would make the Archer into a Gene Stealer cultist?
No.
Nor did I.
Well, to be honest, I recently found my old undead army, and I replaced that head with a skeleton head, but it's an old skeleton head, and it looks just goofy.
Yeah.
And this looks just too good.
Is that the old skeleton army where you had the you sculpted with plasticine and covered it in super glue because you didn't have any green stuff?
Yes.
Now you should post pictures of those models if you still have them.
Yeah. And suddenly people start leaving me. Do they have a make? Oh, there they are.
There is some really cool stuff in here. I love the like creepy crossbow dudes. I love the Abominant and the kind of mega squad leader with the sigil and the sword.
Yeah.
And even there's like the Beast Man, Gene Stealer cultist in there. There's so much good stuff here. And of course, like if you're not following KZK minis, I'm pretty sure I follow KZK, and they are very, very talented. Yeah.
It reminds me that I have there's this manufacturer making models for Frostgrave, and they're called North Star Games.
Yes, I've heard of them.
And they have this wizard kit where you just get, I think 8 wizards and a bunch of stuff to flesh out your wizard for your warband. And I saw someone sticking just to wizard from that kit, sticking a Gene Stealer cultist head, and I was like, yes, this is perfect.
Nice.
It even works for 40k because this kit is rather bland, and you can add all kinds of bits to it.
Yep. Cool.
It's great fun.
Nice. So that concludes our lengthy roundup of June Stealer. For everyone who participated, thank you for participating. For everyone who's like, I was going to do more, you don't need to apologize at all. I did like sort of kind of one thing, didn't even finish it. If you participated at all, you're a winner, baby. This was all about bigging up the Gene Stealers in June, and you did it. So thank you for helping make that happen, because a community event doesn't exist without the community, and that's you. So we're glad you all jumped up and did something. Some people were super troopers and did like 1,000 things. Some people did 4. Some people did 0.5. So like me, 0.1. So yeah, so glad, and it was a big hit. We should do it again. What do you guys think?
Yes,
Well,
I'm
we've got
looking already
November
forward to
coming
next
up.
year.
What was that? Simon's looking forward to next year. What were you saying, Flynn?
We've got November coming up as well.
Oh god, we gotta rename that fucking
Right.
thing.
It's just going to be cyclical. It's going to be every year now.
Well, it can't be November, right? We gotta change it.
Yeah,
I
to
was looking at- we
November.
basically- November, because it's late enough now. But everything that was on, because if people tried doing it on Twitter, it was all raw content, which is not the nicest thing for it to be associated with.
Yeah, I don't really know this Vor crap, but probably yeah. Let's just do Nidvember.
Yeah.
Where the hell? I'm trying to get back to that.
Symbio Joe's also sent me something as well.
Yes, so I wanted to pull this up before I went to Symbio Joe's thing. So
Yeah.
Hydra, Symbio Joe was giving you shit for not being able to identify this sketch accurately. The Gene Stealer coming out of the pipe sketch.
Okay.
And he sent through something that could jog your memory. So I've just pulled it. Oh, I've just pulled it up. I didn't actually know. I knew this was a thing, but I didn't have this image in my brain.
Okay. Hit me.
So I'll pull it up. And
Oh, okay.
it's a reminder that Terminators cannot look up. They're physically incapable. This is a blast from the past. PlayStation Space Hulk Vengeance of the Blood Angels game. With a
So-
3D animated Gene Stealer coming out of a pipe.
Holy cow. Okay, so why are we seeing this? Because I said.
Don't you
that
see the
it's
resemblance?
For third edition.
Look.
Then second.
Look at that. Look at that resemblance. It's uncanny. The rivets are even... No, well, they're not quite the same.
It looks. I don't know. It makes the whole thing look funny.
True. I still think this one is far superior. The Gene
Yeah.
Stealer coming out of the pipe. But, or rather, the smashed head sketch, I far prefer.
It is funny, and it is a bit sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I love nostalgia, and that is some powerful nostalgia. So thank you, Symbio Joe, for sending that through and educating us all. Oh, did you see that? Apparently, Bargay sculpted with blue tack and put super glue over it.
What?
Yeah, back when the old metal Great Unclean One had a torso but no legs. That sounds like a mess waiting to happen.
Oh wow.
I wonder if it did it work, Bargaze? Did it survive or did it just die? So there's some conversation going on in the chat. Mama Negan is taking exception to the fact that we stole her Kit Bash Ember and made it Nidvember. But at this point, I think Kit Bash Ember is kind of like it has exploded. And I think that Nidvember can also be Kit Bash Ember because you're Kit Bashing Nids. Although Mama Negan goes to like great trouble to like come up with prompts for Kit Bash Ember. But we're all very creative people. I'm sure we could do both. Or maybe you could use Mama Negan's prompts to convert Tyranids. Because the prompts are usually like rolls, that kind of stuff. Symbio Joe is singing Moana to us right now. Oh no, he says, "What else can I say except you're welcome?" Isn't the line, "What can I say except you're welcome?" Sorry, what was that?
I was going to say it's Moana.
Yeah, it sounds like it's Moana.
It's been a while since he's been here, but he gets the reference in.
Good. What else are we saying? Thanks everyone. Oh, Navarro had a great time. Thanks for coming, Navarro. Guess who at midnight decided it? So Lathian and Mama Negan starting kit bashing at midnight. That's a good time. I've done no kit bashing, and I think I have to go save the dog. It's actually because we wasted so much time on technical bullshittery that it's now around the time we'd wrap the stream, and I've done nothing. Although I did get out this fancy turntable to be able to show people an update on Hair Dom. Wait, not Hair Dom. What would I say? Damedom?
Oh, I just had an idea, Nick.
Yeah.
You said you were saving the 800th post for your dominatrix.
Yes.
Why not turn it around and stuff Instagram to death?
With
and
800
post
posts?
100 pictures of her and make the 900 the final post.
You know, I hate that, right? When people are like, here, like, I don't know how Instagram works. I didn't know there's a gallery function. I'm going to give you one picture of this model per post per day. And I'm going to give you a whole week of 1 pictures of this model. So you have 7 pictures. Oh no, I broke it. 7 pictures in the end. And I could have posted them all in one post. But no, I got my engagement up because I spammed pictures. You're trolling me, right? I don't want to be that guy.
Nah, come on.
So my situation is that I'm at post number 799 on Instagram, and I was like, I'm almost finished the DOM. I'm going to post the DOM as post number 800 on Instagram because it's the final picture of the DOM because it's done. And as Flynn was commenting before we started the call, I have been doing a little exercise with this model, which is forever finding little tiny places that I can put more detail in instead of fucking finishing it. And I tell myself that I need to do this because it's like, oh my god, if someone like takes the thing, oh wait, that's the wrong arm, let's do this one. If someone like flips the DOM upside down and looks at the underside of this little piece of armor plate, they're going to notice that there isn't like webbing sculpted under there and it's just like a clean line, and no one's going to care. So it's also the case that I feel like I haven't had a lot of time to do model stuff recently, but I didn't want to take this with me when I go away. I just wanted it to be done.
So everyone needs to write you a message now every morning, every evening that you need to finish it.
God, you're the worst. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I bet there's an automatic message sending system.
God, and as I look at it now, I'm like, oh, I should change the lines of this thing because when I do the other one, it's not gonna. I made some progress today. There's like a little detail that I wanted to add to it, and I'm like, you know what? It doesn't need that detail. Like it was something I would have to add from scratch. But no one knows where I'm supposed to put that detail except for me. So I'm just going to leave it off because I think there's probably enough details. But my breakthrough this week is that I actually did something with these legs, which were driving me crazy forever. With a lot of help from Hydra, because I was like, what the heck do I do with the legs? They're so barren and boring. I don't really know what to do here. And he's like, dude, you're sculpting a Tyranid. Put some spikes on it. So like adding these heel spikes was totally Hydra's call, and it helped. And then to do the kind of like detailing on the leg, I just looked at a Carnifex leg and kind of fudged it, and then made something up that isn't at all on the Carnifex leg. And yeah, I got the outsides of these two done, and then I just have to do the insides and do like a little bit of detailing on the. Get out of here. Like around these spikes, but it's getting there.
Yep, and it's pretty.
Thank you. I'm pretty happy. Oh, but I should go get my scale and weigh it because someone was asking what it weighs, and that can be the final thing I do. I think I have a scale. I should have to go see. Yeah, so we'll probably wrap up soon, but. Oh, Pinky, I blame you for this year's Kit Bash Ember theme. Ooh, I wonder what that's going to be. It'll be not Tyranids. Prompt number 1, not a Tyranid. Prompt number 2, not a Tyranid. Prompt number 3, also not a Tyranid. That sounds like a challenge, Mama Negan. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I'll be right back. You guys chat amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that kit back chamber this year. I just hope for my dear life that I have the time, because if everything goes according to plan, I have my my hobby room finished by then, and that would be awesome, because that's the thing I've been dreaming for such a long time. And yeah, I've spent like most of the last weeks to actually get it done. And yeah, that would be a good time.
Just a few planned out. I've got the kits already. I'm just like, I've got so much into doing painting of it, painting stuff. And I'm like, I want to continue painting, getting what the rest of the machine is finished. And I'm just like, I've got these ideas. I'm like, well, I'll get them done in November for November, and we'll see what I can get done from it there. But it's just, I've got so many different things planned to get done. But painting has been a nice change of pace.
Yep.
And like, so I haven't painted for over 10 years, any models.
Wow.
And just getting back into it is just been like, this is enjoyable. It's nice to actually get paint on the models and relearn skills and different techniques. And it's
I think
like,
I think there's no better time than now to get back into painting, because there's so much input out there.
yeah. Like, even just doing like a little bit of that's sort of funny about a wet palette and stuff. It's just these little tips and tricks to learn and stuff, and also with contrast paints and everything else, helping speed up certain elements that would take forever to do.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think everyone's because at the beginning of the stream, someone asked about if we talked about the preview yet, and we haven't. We still haven't. So I think it's best to wait until tomorrow, because if anyone's seen the trailer preview thing they've done with Kill Team, you already know what they're going to be featuring. Have you seen it yourself? But they've got an animated trailer preview for that gives a massive hint of what's going to be in tomorrow's preview stream, and it's got Orcs that we obviously knew was going to be there, and Death Corps of Krieg.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's going to be plastic Death Corps of Krieg and a new Kill Team starter box set.
Wow!
So everything's going to be featuring those two bits, and if there's anything for NID, it will be at the very end as a little sneak peek thing like they did with like Bellacore when they announced him. That's the only way I think they have NIDs in it.
Is it confirmed that it's going to be Death Corps of Krieg in plastic?
Well, if they're going to put them into a Kill Team box set, they're not going to use resin models to sell all over the place. So I think they'll have it as as plastic. And you'll see loads of people trying to get their hands on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it will be like a screen for it.
Yeah, I think because they've done the books and stuff, like with the Caradon campaign was split into 2 different books. I think the second book will be more likely to be NID, but I'm not too sure yet.
Okay.
Nick getting back.
Well, I have to say that I'm getting to a point where I'm close to being done here.
Over.
Sorry, you're getting to a point you're close to being done.
I'm a
What?
bit sad that my camera died because my smartphone apparently didn't load while I was streaming. But
I really.
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I realised when I got home, was like, oh, my phone's not got enough charge. All right, stick it on charge for about half an hour before we start streaming.
Yeah, yeah, it's actually stuck to the charger, but I guess the cable is broken.
Oh.
Oh no.
And yeah, I didn't notice, and it died on me, and I didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah.
So sorry, I went looking for my scale,
Yeah, sorry.
but it's actually my father's
There's one
scale.
of the things you just don't realise, and then all of a sudden, like, you're frozen on the internet.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, but I'm
Hello?
getting
What the hell?
my Hastur into a playable situation because I'm still playing, or I'm still trying to play the board game Death May Die, the Cthulhu board game, with my wife, and yeah, the next big guy we're trying to remove from this earth is Hastur, and of course I'm not playing with unpainted miniatures.
Yeah.
And therefore he needs some paint before I can play with them with that. And I
Hello?
am about done doing that.
So Nick's been trying to speak to us, but we
Can you
can't
hear
hear
me?
him at all. Go.
Hello?
Oh,
I think there we go.
You can hear me now?
he's
Hello?
back.
Hello?
Hello?
We can just hear you.
You can just hear me. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I went looking for my father's scale. My father takes much better care of things than I do.
He's back.
What? Can you hear me? Oh my god, can you not hear me now? Is this better? Can you hear me now? Hello? 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 What the shit? Hello?
Hello, we can just about hear you.
Am I very quiet?
Yeah. Now
You're
you're
cutting
better.
in and out.
I'm cutting in and out. Is this any... Oh, you know what? I've got the fan on. Hold on.
Yes. Hello. I'm not sure what.
I think the technical difficulties are struck.
Is this any better?
Yeah, this
That's
is better.
Yeah.
That's better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't... Okay. Alright, so... Sorry, I went looking for the scale. It's my father's scale. I think I borrowed it, and then I put it someplace smart, which was dumb, because I have no idea where it is. So all that for nothing. I'm glad you guys had a good chat.
Yeah, well, W. Jones has gone, thanks for recreating the technical difficulties he missed. Very kind of you.
Same to you, buddy. We missed you.
Good. It's just saying that I'm about to be finished with my
Hastur,
Hastur. Yes.
congratulations.
Yeah, he is a fun piece, but he's a very busy piece.
Oh, so someone asked earlier if we talked about the preview that's happening tomorrow, the Warhammer preview. I've given up on talking about Warhammer previews. like, I don't even watch them anymore. What?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the one tomorrow is supposed to be about 40k. What's it called? Is it called Octurus? No.
Octarius.
Octavius? Octavus? I don't forget. It's a thing.
Octavarius, that was it.
Octavarian Cyst. And in Kill Team Octavarian Cyst, it looks like it's going to be Death Corps of Krieg against Orcs. There's some talk about how Warhammer, like, because Kill Team is technically not 40k, it's like 40k light. And then there's going to be a separate, like, what the hell's the word I'm looking for? Supplement for 40k about this war zone. Like, they do these war zone supplements, which basically make you buy a codex for like 4 different armies to complement your codex for your one army. And there's been talk that Tyranids are going to be in that book, but I think if Tyranids are in that book, they're going to be in that book like all the other filler races are in that book, where they just kind of like reprint the Tyranid rules and they might put a couple of cool things in it. I don't think there's going to be any Tyranid releases. But if they did say, as did Bargase mention it? Or I don't know, Bargase mentioned something that in the White Dwarf they mention Tyranids and Space Marines fighting underwater, which sounds really cool. But I don't for a minute think that any new Tyranid models are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Flynn, you said earlier that you thought maybe like the first book was going to be Orcs and the second book was going to be Tyranids. I'm predicting that the Tyranids will be in the first book, but they'll just be like a rehashed Tyranid list with like maybe a couple of cool tweaks, but no new models.
Yeah. I'm just keeping it more positive because
I'm keeping it pessimistic. What was that?
Okay. They're focusing heavily on the wars, not the wars, orcs.
Yeah.
It's like orcs are the first one. I have it, and in background stuff, the Octarius is orcs first need. I was thinking they'll do a lot of them in the second one, because when they did the Caradon, it was Death Guard in the first one, and they've done a lot of sisters in the second book for it. So it's like, here's some extra rules, here's some extra crusade stuff. So they might be doing that for orcs. So here's your new rule book in the Beast Snaggers box.
Yeah.
Here's your extra rules in this other book you're going to have to pay for. And
Well,
then it'll be whatever new army gets released, here's your rules. And then, but if you want the rest of it to use the rest of the army, is it in the second book of the Octarius?
So they did that with Dark Eldar for I think the first book of Kacharadon or whatever, where they released Dark Eldar's new codex and then they gave them extra rules in the Kacharadon whatever one. But is there an army? I guess they're doing that with Admech in the second book right now. Because isn't Adeptus Mechanicus, they're getting a new... Sorry, what was that?
They're doing it. They do it all the time now. Like,
yeah, but I'm just trying to track the codexes that were released alongside them. Yeah. So Sisters Codex was released along... No, didn't it just come out?
Yeah, this just came out. But they're also in the new Caradon book.
And then Admech either just came out or it's coming out now. And then I think Dark Angels is coming out now? Maybe? Is it not?
This is so random.
Sorry, this is a shitty conversation.
Yeah, it's
no, I just seems that mean things to me, but it's all so random and it doesn't absolutely make any sense. Like, this is coming out and this is coming out, and there you have a book where you need...
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like assess Flynn's predictions based on what they've done so far, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, this is Games Workshop. Think about what makes financially the most sense, and then you have a lead to what they will do.
What financially makes the most sense is for them to update the Tyranid rules now to get everyone to buy that book, and then to release the Tyranid Codex later.
Yeah. Or it's probably more beneficial for them to just release the next Space Marine.
Oh, yeah. They've assured us there will be more Space Marines very soon. Thousand Suns and Grey Knights.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, guys, I'm calling it.
Yes, you should. As should I. As should we all. Well, thank you all for joining the stream. I'm sorry I didn't do any actual hobby stuff, but hey, look, a pretty dominatrix. She's almost done. Hydra, I'm glad you did some work, and Flynn, I'm glad you did some work in pulling together all of those selections for June Stealer. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing to see them all combined together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to be clear,
I think
there's only one winner of June Stealer, and that's all of us.
Aww,
Aww.
so cute.
What were you going to say, Flynn?
we can put it to hibernation on the Faith Hulk until next year.
We just gotta wait for whatever Mama Negan wants to do next, and then make sure we launch it at the exact same time.
She's going to DM it to you.
Yeah, she already sent it to me. I haven't. Am I supposed to look at it and spoil it? I guess I'm supposed to keep it secret and go, oh my god, that will be amazing when November rolls around.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Yeah, and Hydra, thank you so much for joining from the field. I would try to do that, but as we tried last year when I tried to do a stream from the place I went to, it crapped out major hard. Ooh, this looks interesting.
What?
Apparently, Mama Negan is not declaring war on Nidvember. Apparently, she may or may not be embracing it. But we shall see. I'll let her break the news when it's time to launch Kit Bash Ember. But seriously though, like, November was just, I don't know. I think it was because I wanted to work on Tyranids. You know what it was? It was High Fleet Moloch being like, hey, we should do something Tyranid. Wasn't it? Isn't this how it happened, Hydra? Yeah. Wasn't Moloch like, oh, we should do something like a Tyranid thing? Like, oh no, I think he wanted to do Creature Conference, but then he ran out of time. And then I think I don't know. I think Flynn was already working on Nidvember, and there was conversations. And a bunch of... What?
Who cares?
Who cares? Anyway, yes. I don't fucking know. But what I want to say is Kit Bash Ember is amazing. That if you're not interested in Tyranids and you're not participating in Nidvember, you need to do Kit Bash Ember because it's so good. Like, Mama Negan and Chaos Coolest started it like 4 years ago, and it just the coolest stuff comes out of it. And they give like neat prompts, and I did it, and I loved it so much. It was what got me back to Kroot.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So let's all go. I'm gonna get some food. You guys should go to bed.
Yep.
And Hydra, enjoy the rest of your holiday. Flynn, I hope you don't have to work tomorrow, and if you have to work, I hope you don't work too hard.
Back tomorrow.
All right. Well, good luck, buddy.
Well,
And thank you all for joining.
I wish you a good night.
I wish
Bye,
you good
guys.
night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. What the hell? Sorry, I gotta end the stream. I did the high sign, but I pressed the wrong button. 1 sec. Hey, we're just finishing up. Hello?
Bye-bye.
Okay.